I'm not going to put inside the YouTube because that one only talks about more on e-commerce and all. Okay, when I talk about e-commerce, there are what you call it, there are information that is not supposed to be exposed lah. So it's very hard for me to go and cut here and there. All right. Okay, this recording. Okay, so today I'm going to discuss a little bit on final assessment. I already gave you final assessment inside the WhatsApp group, okay? And also if you kind of lost, you always can come back to the iTimeLink, okay? The iTimeLink. I'm also going to talk about online quiz, your online quiz that I supposed to announce last week, but I didn't. Okay, and I'm going to discuss a little bit on business plan and a little bit on your counting a little bit. Okay. Okay, let me share screen. Okay, can see my sharing. If you cannot see, tell me. Okay, so this is your final assessment. Okay, it's quite the same thing, like already like three weeks already, because I think it's very hard for your lecturer to find something that is you know something that you can you as a student not to copy paste each other, and also to look at to actually find answer inside internet. Yeah. So I just come up with different case studies for every semester. Okay, so this case study, I hope you already read it. Okay, all right, so this is involving all the sections 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and the platform that you can find this question, this final assessment question, is actually in WhatsApp group, which I already share today, and also in iTalim C. Yeah? Okay, now you can see that iTalim have several sections. Of course, your subject. Anyone use Maxis? I don't know why. Nowadays, the Maxis is very weak in connection. I need to use my phone. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, madam.
Okay, good. I need to use my phone. Okay, so I start from here. So for in your iTalim C, you can see that now we have. We have. Okay, we have SEM 2 MGT 4650 entrepreneurship. This one is general one. Okay, and then there is another one, which is your section lah. You cannot see the other sections, only for your section. Okay, so from my iTalim C, of course, there will be like 4 sections lah. Okay. Before this, you cannot see these sections because I hide it, because you get confused where to get the attendance whatsoever, kan? So I hide it, but I open it back because your online quiz is actually in your section. If you go to your, okay, this is a general one. I can say that there is no section inside the MJT 4650 here. Okay. All right. Final assessment TBA means to be announced. I already announced. Okay, so it's actually on the final assessment deadline will be a month from now, because I just give you today at 5 p.m. So I just say that around 25th, 25th June, 11:59 p.m. But you don't have to submit last minute. You can submit early. If let's say you want to submit within these 3 days or 2 days or this weekend, just submit. it's okay. Okay, the assessment is not really that hard, but it will take several days to think about it lah. Okay, but it will not take like a month to do it, but you can do it within several days. Okay. Okay, so the final assessment document is actually in the general section, not section, general entrepreneurship class, this one. Okay, you can find, if you go to here, you can find your online quiz as well, but it's not actually here. You need to go to your section. If you're section 1, click on MGT 4650 section 1 entrepreneurship, then you can find your online quiz. Okay, this, and it's actually alone here, and then I just click on your online quiz. It covers chapter 2, 9, and 11, all MCQ, which is multiple choice question, around 20 questions. I give you around 30 minutes. This one only one-time trial. Okay, one-time trial. Okay, and then it will close on 2nd June 2021 at 11:59 p.m. Okay, so if you have any difficulties, for example, like your internet connection suddenly go off, okay, you need to screenshot. Okay, how to screenshot? You can use print screen on your keyboard, PRTSC, or you can use snipping tool. Okay, snipping tool. This one is the snipping tool. You can use snipping tool, or you can just hit the button of print screen, PRTSC, at your keyboard and put it in Paint. You need to give me the evidence that you have problem. Okay, if you have a problem with the question, also you can actually screenshot. Okay, and then you can retake. If you have problem with the system, meaning that you have sometimes the system is down, or suddenly when you answer it, suddenly it's become blank, or suddenly your internet is all over the place. So you can retake it after 3rd June onwards. Okay, you can retake your quiz, but you need to make sure that you have the evidence of we call it, what is it? You need to make sure that you have the evidence. You WhatsApp me personally saying that, madam, I have problem with my online quiz. I want to retake. So if you want to retake, you need to wait until 3rd June. And then after 3rd June, I will give you a password. That password belongs to you only. The others cannot come in. Okay, and I will open exclusively for you with that password. Okay, for those who have problem lah. Okay, so make sure that your internet is okay, or not, you need to wait until 3rd June. All right. So any question with regards to online quiz?
Madam, it says there are 4 attempts. So is it like once we turn off, it's considered as 1 attempt is turned off? I mean cut, or?
Do you mean attempts? I mean like trial, is it? Meaning that
yes, madam. I can see there are 4 attempts.
Oh no, this is mine. This is only me. I'm the one who actually can see this because I'm instructor. Okay. This attempt meaning that there are already four students already take this quiz. Okay. So meaning you only can have 1 trial only. Yeah. This one you cannot see this because this is for instructor. All right. So after the quiz close, then the retake one can actually take. They cannot retake when the online quiz still going on. All right. Any other question with regards to online quiz? It's 30 minutes for 20 questions. So I think it's quite a lot of time lah. Okay. This one is easy marks. Please, I don't want my class get even B. There's no quota anymore. In my class, there's no quota. I don't know lah if let's say the other lecturers still have quota for A, B, and whatever. In my class, there's no such thing. Okay, so this is your final assessment. You need to submit to me through email. In the email, you put lah your name, your metro ID, say you want to submit for final assessment. There's no rigid format, but you just put lah your name and your metro ID. Okay, in a Word document format, do not change to PDF, do not change to PNG. Keep it as it is, okay? You just give me this Word doc, okay? Word document, All right. Then you put your name here, you put your metric ID, okay? So within this final assessment, you have 2 case study. These 2 case study will help you to do your BMC, your business plan, and also BMC explanation. Okay, your BMC, business plan, and BMC explanation is actually the same thing, meaning that is one business idea actually been written in BMC, business plan, and also BMC explanation. So it's actually the same idea. Okay, you cannot actually, for example, BMC, you make another business idea, business plan, make another business idea. No, it's not like that. You come up with a business idea that actually follows the requirement of these 2 case study that I put here, okay? And also all this actually coming from the same business idea. If you have any question, you can just ask me, okay? Just interrupt me. Okay, develop a business idea generation, meaning that this is not necessarily a real business idea. If you want to come up with your real business, you can actually do it, but you need to follow the requirement of this study. For example, you are running in real life, you are running a food business, okay, a food business. But within this case study saying that you, the MCO say there is no dine-in whatsoever, so you just follow this one. You just follow this case study 1. All right. Bazaar, or for example, you are selling food or chicken rice at bazaar. So you need to change that according to the MCO. So whatever it is, you need to follow the case study. Using some of the, sorry, grammar mistake. Using some of the Penjana initiative mentioned in case study 2, assuming that you are eligible to all initiative for your proposed business. So basically, Penjana initiative is an initiative given by the Malaysian government for Malaysians, but for international students, just assume that you are eligible to all these initiative, okay? So you don't have to wonder whether that this is for you or not, okay? For this assignment, is for you lah, okay? Okay, so this is case study number 1. It's actually a news from newspaper, okay? So you just read it and understand it, okay? Saying that here basically talking about bazaar, schools to close, no dine-in, something like that lah, okay? You might get confused whether that you need to follow the recent announced or SOP, we call it standard of procedure, SOP that have been announced by government nowadays. I mean, like yesterday, you don't have to follow that. You just follow this case study. Whatever the recent SOPs that had been announced by the government, you just ignore. Okay, I'm just taking this case study for you to actually have a little bit of restriction on your business idea, but not too much, because with the recent SOP, it's going to be a lot. I mean, like you can ignore that. Okay, just stick with this case study number 1. Okay. All right. And case study number 2 is Penjana initiative. You can actually go to this link, okay, and see what it is, okay. Trust number 2. Trust number 2 means propel business. Towards the end, Penjana will focus on 3 trusts, okay. Power people, propel business, but this is talking about propel business. Funds to assist SMEs. This one no need to care lah. Okay, additional fund around 500 million under the microcredit scheme through BSN. BSN is actually a bank. Okay. All right, and then we have a micro and SMEs key e-commerce campaign, a smart automation grant. Okay, so where do you want to use this? You use this information for case study number 2. You use it on financial plan, source of funding. Okay, so basically you can actually source of funding, for example, micro credit scheme. Okay, this is just an example. Micro credit scheme by BSN. Okay, so the use of funding, what I would to you to actually has a kind of expectation. You can actually put some RM here. For example, 10,000 for machinery, for example. Okay, so you can actually do that as well. I mean, like if you want to do it, it's actually much more call it more detailed lah. Okay, so whatever funding that you have here, I will actually see where do you use your funding. So whatever you put inside your one-page business plan must be portrayed inside the BMC as well. So it's actually portrayed by each other. All right. One-page business plan should be one page only. The formatting can be for part A, which is the business plan. You must use Times New Roman without any spacing. If you want to actually put more content, you can use font size number 9. If you don't have much content, you can actually put an 11-point size. Okay, this one. All right. Part B also is one page is allowed. Okay, but part C you can maximum 2 pages. Okay, so this one is something like that. Okay, we go one by one. Business overview, the problem. What kind of problem you want to solve when you want to when you are going to do when you want to come up with this idea, business idea. What kind of solution towards the problem that you are solving? Okay, this one, product or service. We just mentioned about what is your product, or if let's say you have product number A, for example, you put number product A, the name is rose water. So you put the product A, rose water. Okay. The business objectives, you can actually put what is your objective on a short term and long term. Basically, it's like vision and mission lah. Okay, vision and mission. Okay. So this, who will buy my product? This one you're talking about the demography, the demography of your customer, your customer, and how will they benefit from your product? Okay, alternative means alternative is your competitor product. For example, competitor product. For example, you are selling okay. For example, I'm selling Samsung phone. For example, I'm selling Samsung phone. Selling Samsung phone. The alternative that my customer can use is iPhone, or they can use a tablet. Okay, this is also something that they can use. For example, what else? They can use a laptop. Okay, this is kind of like alternative that they can use lah. All right, it's either it's a brand or other alternative. For example, you are selling cookies. Okay, the alternative that they the other your customer can get is other people's cookies, or they can eat cake. It's either alternative from other competitors' brand or other things that can actually compensate that. Why my business is better? This is talking about the uniqueness of your business. Okay, how my customers will learn about my business? Okay, through what platform that your customer can actually know about your business? Okay, how I encourage them to tell others about my business. This is talking about the word of mouth. How you want to increase the word of mouth among your customers to other people. How much I will charge? Basically, this is the price. The price of your product or service can actually make, for example, per package, per product. If you are selling in a package, I can actually, for example, RM50 per package. Some people they are selling their product or service in a package. We can actually put like that. How I deliver? This one is about how do you deliver your product? Are you using courier or something? So you can actually put in there. How my business gets profit? Okay. Some people they put calculation about profit and loss. Profit no calculation profit profit sales sales minus cost. So they say that they get profit by that. Okay. Some students they put like this lah. Okay. This one is acceptable, but I would suggest you put something that is more than just your product and service. For example, try to put extra activities or extra things that you did. For example, advertisement placement from other competitors, or maybe you get commission, other business ads. Instead of just focusing on your own product or service. And how my business be profitable in the long run, whether you want to open branches, you want to open more, you want to add more product line, that one is up to you lah. But make sure that this one is the idea of how how your business can actually be sustainable in the long run, right? So any question with regards to business plan before I go to BMC? Okay, understand? All right. Okay, so BMC is the I think you already gone through this. That's why I asked you to go to actually have a one-to-one session with me, because that is very important. So this one I don't have to re-explain, okay, because I already teach you how to do it. Okay. Some students they make it very fancy, but if you can see that I put it here. Okay, one page business plan is the 10%, more on marketing and sales plan because it's actually longer. Okay, so when it comes to business model canvas, the creativity is not the creativity of colorful things, or maybe you put a brand there. That's not That's not what I mean by creativity. Creativity means the content. Okay, the content of the BMC lah. If I feel that your BMC is actually very outstanding, it's quite unique, or maybe I put myself as a person that wants to give you funding. If let's say I feel that your BMC is unique enough for me to give my funding to you or something like that lah. Okay, but this is actually based on content, so you don't have to make it fancy. Okay, like the one that you did for your, what you call it, for your group. There's no need for that. Just maintain it like this, also okay. If you want to make it colorful, also okay, it depends. Okay, so okay, business brand name. So you need to put the brand name of your business. Okay, or I would suggest, if you ask me, because I think the other some of you actually asked me, my company name and my brand name is different, so which one should I use? Okay, for this assignment, use the brand name, not the company name. Company name can be your name, your own name, for example, Fatin Husna Enterprise. Don't use that name. Use the brand name of your product or service. Okay, just focus on one particular product when you want to do a BMC. Okay, so one particular product or service lah. Okay, business industry, for example, you are selling food, so it's actually food and beverage. You are selling, for example, service, laundry service, so it's actually under service. Okay, so you just key in whatever content here that is actually connected to the one-page business plan here that you put. Make sure that it's actually covered, meaning that whatever you put here, you must cover it inside the BMC. Later on, I'm going to show you one example how I mark your this one lah, the test. Okay. Okay, part C, business model canvas explanation. Okay, so this one, explanation on this one. So for example, when it comes to key partners, you put Giant. Giant is a hypermarket. So when you put here, Giant hypermarket, so the explanation here, Giant hypermarket is the supplier for my business on, for example, on raw materials for my food, for my food business. Okay. So if you have several suppliers, so you need to explain one by one. Okay, key activities, same thing like channels and all. So this one can be maximized up to 2 pages. All right. Let's go and see your seniors. I'm just going to select one. Okay, the case study is different from yours. Okay, but it's quite the same lah. They have only one case, but only targeted on the Penjana initiative. But you guys have 2 cases. Okay. All right. Same thing, the same thing. Okay, so basically, this student, I'm not saying that this is the best. Okay, this is the best assignment because I'm just selecting randomly in a bunch. Okay. Okay. So basically, I will go, the first thing when I mark, I will go to my product. because I want to know what you are selling. Printed T-shirt made from soft, lightweighted, breathable fabric with the best quality printing and also customized design. So basically, this student who wants to sell product and service at the same time. Okay. Comfortable attire, okay, to wear at home, because everyone want to be at home on the MCO, which is okay. I can see there is a relation between these two. Okay, so I want to cultivate by providing affordable products which are comfortable. So the same thing, also linking to this one and this one. To become one of the famous and trendy brands, the fashion industry.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes.
Sorry, I have a question.
Okay.
Do we have to write in full sentence?
Okay. That's a good question. Some of my students before, they make it in point. You can do that as well. Okay. It doesn't matter as long as you know what you are doing. I mean, like, you know what you are writing. I would suggest, if let's say you want to write a lot, like this girl, this student, this sister, she write a lot. So I would suggest you use in a sentence form like this. It's okay. I'm okay or reading this kind of answer as well.
Thank you, madam.
All right. Okay, and you can combine between paragraph sentences like this, and also some of the some of the boxes you want to do it in the bullet point. Some of the boxes you want to do it in the sentence form like this is okay. All right, so basically this one is okay lah. Okay, how much I charge, 7 ringgit per shirt and all. Okay, this one nice. The way she did it nicely. Okay, so this is a BMC. I need to close my laptop lah. Lagi ni. Alright. So this one, please don't copy paste this girl. I don't know how much I give her the marks, because I put the marks actually at the different place. It's in Excel. Okay, so key partners. Okay, so if let's say you have key partners that is actually missing there, so there is a deduction of mark. Okay, and I think that you're supposed to have something in the cost, or maybe you mentioned here about giving commission or receiving commission, but you're not actually mentioned in revenue stream. So there is a incomplete information in the BMC itself. Also will be deducted marks. Okay, this one. This is how she do it. So basically in the business plan, she actually do it in the sentences in a paragraph form, but in the BMC explanation, she used bullet or point form. So it's okay. You can actually combine between these two. So basically, in the BMC explanation, this is a must. You must actually put in the cost structure and also revenue streams, you must put the RM, the ringgit, or if you want to use your own currency also can. But in the cost structure and revenue stream inside the BMC explanation, you must actually put the ringgit, meaning the amount of your costs. Okay, internet plan subscription for operation of the business. This one, the sister doesn't put the cost. She should put cost. What's the amount? For example, RM 30 ringgit, RM 80 ringgit per month. So this kind of thing. And also revenue stream, also product printed T-shirt also need to be put. even though that she already put inside here RM7, but you need to re-explain again. Printed t-shirt, customized design, how many ringgit that you want to actually custom design. This one is extra RM2, so she need to put RM2 here as well. Okay. When it comes to funding, for example, this one is Teco National. So funding is actually key resources. So did she put Tekun? She doesn't put. She put Tekun in key partner. So this is wrong. Already share screen ke belum? Okay, sorry, my internet is so slow. Okay, so if let's say for the sources of funding, so basically the Tekun National here should be under key resources. So key resources, Tekun National. Don't get confused. Some people they put it as key partners. No, it's not key partners. It's key resources. Bank Negara Malaysia also is under key resources. So that kind of thing is actually I will go through here and I will see whether that you covered. Is it linking or not? Something. This is one thing lah. Okay. So any question so far?
Madam, about the BMC, the business name, we should put the brand name or the company name.
Okay, I already explained later on, okay, previously. So if you have a company name after you, basically company name is something else lah. Fatinusna Enterprise. So you don't have to put you shouldn't put the we call the company name. Put the brand name of your product that you are selling. Okay, put the brand name. For example, I'm selling. I'm selling Samsung phone. So I'm selling Samsung phone. My company name Fatinusna Enterprise. But I'm selling Samsung. So I'm selling. Put here Samsung. So business industry is telecommunication or IT again. Okay. So understand
Okay, madam. One more, madam, about
Okay.
the case. For the first case and the second case, it is not relatable, right?
Okay. Case study 2. I put case study 2 because you use this case study under here only. This one, sources of funding. But for the case number 1 is actually going to is going to affect the whole thing lah, the whole business idea. Okay. So for example, this one talking about bazaars can open, schools to close, no dine-in. So basically this one affecting food business lah, food and beverage business lah, basically. Okay, so if you want to do a business idea talking about application, or maybe you want to sell application, or maybe you want to sell gadgets. So there is no problem lah. But you must be very careful when it comes to this part. How do I deliver this part? You must be very careful. And then where is it? Okay, wait. This one. Okay. So basically that one lah. This one you need to be aware. So basically, how my customer will learn about my business. Even though that you are selling, for example, I'm selling Samsung. I'm selling Samsung, and I put that they can. My customer can come to my store. That is not aligned with the case study number 1. You must saying that my customer can actually buy online through Samsung website. something like that. Okay, so you change the way you do your business. How do I deliver? For example, the customer can come to my store to take their gadget. Wrong, because it's not aligned to the case study number 1. So I should put we use a high security deliver from DHL, blah blah blah, to make sure that the customer get their product. And this, for example, this delivery comes with insurance as well on certain thing. Okay, so you need to tackle a bit lah with regards to the following the case study number 1. So your idea must actually align with the case study number 1, but the case study number 2 is actually here only. It will affecting here. But case study number 2 also going to affect here key resources, and it's going to affect basically in key resources. Sorry. In key resources around here, this one and this one. Case study number 2. Case study number 1 is going to affect everything lah. All right. So any other question? All right. So hopefully you guys can submit even before 25th June. You try to organize your time. I know that you have a lot of final assessments going on, and then here and there. So because I give you 1 month so that you can actually organize your time with the other final assessment. And of course, within the final exam timetable, my paper is actually 28 June, but don't follow the final exam timetable. Follow this one. Follow this one. All right. Okay. Any other question with regards to final assessment? Okay. So next class will be going to 31st May. That's the last class of the Zoom. But if you do this early and you want to actually have some sort of consultation with me, I will open classes 2, 7, and 9 on Gmeet. So what you need to do, you need to have an appointment with me saying that I want to have a Gmeet with you because for the final assessment and other assignment as well. For example, like we call it. I need to close my video. Okay. Okay. All right. So basically, that's the final assessment lah. Any question for final assessment? So if you want to have consultation, you can actually do it after 31st May. There's another on to 2nd June, 7 June, and 9 June. Okay, after that, there's no more. So you can actually have consultation if you do your final assessment quite early. Okay. All right. Let me share screen again. All right. Next is business plan. The business plan is all right. I think I already gave you one video, one video of this business plan, but it is not really detailed. Okay, so basically this one is okay. All right, so what I'm going to touch is actually the, I think the cash flow and profit and loss. Anyone have problem with cash flow and profit and loss? Profit and loss also known as income statement. It can be very, very Okay, it can be very simple. Okay, it can be very simple. But if you already have a business and you want to actually use your own income statement, also can, even though that your income statement or profit and loss is actually very complicated, it doesn't matter. I give you the freedom to come up with your own income statement. This one is cash book. This one is not. This is invoice. I'm going to go through this one. Next class will be, I'm teaching you how to push your business to the next level lah. Okay. This is the cash book. If you ask me what kind of cash book, I give you the Excel. The cash book is very simple. That is very simple. But if you want to do a detailed business cash book, this is how you do it. Later on, I'm going to share with you this one. Okay. All right, this is income statement or profit and loss. You can do like this as well, income, expenses. Okay, if you kind of feel like you don't want to, some students ask me, Madam, can we just like do expenses like one thing only, raw material, that's it. Okay, you can do that. If you want to make it simple, you can do it, or you can do like this as well. I mean, like this one is actually a proper one. I don't really focus on financial statement, but I do look at your sales and how you actually manage your money lah. So okay, this one is not. This is bank statement. Okay. Okay. The last one is the let's see. Ni. Okay, if you go to your Instagram, I cannot show you here lah, but you need to go to Instagram. You go to Instagram, your business account. Okay, you can see under inside. Let me see. If you go to Instagram, and there is a button called Insights. So under Insight, there is a overview, your audience. The only thing that I want you to click is actually on your audience. If you go to your Instagram, sorry, your audience. Go to your audience. This one only can open inside the Instagram mobile app. You can open this in the website. Okay, so your audience, there is a see all. So, and then you click on see all. So this is the only thing that I want you to put inside the appendix. There is a flower breakdown. There is a growth, top location, and age range, gender, and most active time. That's the only thing. Okay, no need to put the content, accounts reach, overview, content, no need. You just put the follower background only. Follower background, we have growth, we have top location, age range, gender, and most active time. You don't have to explain, you just put it, copy, paste, cut, paste, cut, paste. Okay. Salah. Okay. All right. So any question with regards to business plan that you don't kind of quite clear about it? Okay, everything is clear, and then you can go back to the video lah that I gave you. Basically, the video is actually quite detailed, but I didn't actually explain on the total followers. This one you ignore. Make sure you do this one you ignore lah. Whatever you screenshot is whatever available lah. Okay, that you have inside your insight. All right. So this one, when is the okay? The deadline is 4th June. And the next week, the deadline will be BMC. Just submit to me your BMC. make it colorful. This one make it colorful. No, the final assessment don't care. Don't have to. All right. Okay. So I cover everything. So I think that's all. Okay. If you want to ask me anything, you can stay. Okay, you can stay, and I'm just going to unrecord this. Unrecord to the. All right. So I think that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
All right.